You know, the funny thing is I was never a very disciplined musician. In fact, I was a bit of a dilettante in the sense that, you know, I would buy new instruments constantly and learn them well enough to write something with them, well enough to sound like I knew what I was doing, that kind of thing.
Another rose wilts in East Harlem and uptown, downtown, 1,000 miles between us. She's waiting for the night to fall, let it fall, I'll never make it in time.
The trumpet kind of influenced, I mean, very much melodically, both how I sing and how the songs kind of transform. That being the first instrument that I had any sort of classical training in, and for that matter, the only instrument. When I started, that was actually a big thing. For example, I never took vocal lessons. I thought that if anyone had trained me how to sing, that yeah, I wouldn't be as free to discover it. And being naive about an instrument made every new chord, every new moment exciting and inspirational.
Another rose wilts in East Harlem and uptown, downtown, 1,000 miles between us. She's waiting for the night to fall, let it fall, I'll never make it in time.
I've gotten over the idea that everything needs to be completely untrained and intuitive. I actually have gotten much more open to kind of technique and whatnot. So, I mean, you can't play live for 5 years in a row and not grow as a musician in some way, you know. Yeah, I guess as a teenager, you never think your own story is very interesting, so you're always looking far, far from yourself for influences and inspiration. It is kind of funny that quite a big deal has been made out of how I kind of traveled and discovered music. But the truth is, the sound, the kind of wanderlust of the sound, comes more from me being a heavy daydreamer than it comes from actual physical travel. I mean, at least I think so. The Riptide for me was interesting, actually. For years I've been toying with all these influences, and all this time there's always been a very specific Beirut sound, and so this album was much more about digging deeper into that and not into something foreign or outside of myself. It's much more personal, I guess.